Hello everybody, my name is Fluda Friel, and I'm here to talk about why I didn't finish Inktober and Huevember and why that's okay. Basically, I took part in both Inktober and Huevember, and honestly, now that I think about it, I am insane. But with Inktober, I got up to day 20 before I just experienced complete burnout. And I was beating myself up over it. I was like, I didn't finish last year's Inktober, and I didn't finish this year's, but this year I did full digital illustrations, colour and all, line art, the whole enchilada. And when I look back on it, I accomplished so much. And drawing every day and doing like full illustrations, that's insane. And Inktober, it's a challenge. It's not something you have to do. It's meant to challenge you. It's meant to kind of like push your boundaries, which it definitely did. And the same thing with Huevember. Basically, after having that kind of break at the end of like Inktober, October, I decided, I wanted to do Huevember because I saw Casey Golden, who is a YouTuber here on YouTube, and she's an amazing illustrator / artist, and I found out about Huevember with her last year, and she did it again this year, so I decided to do it too. So with Huevember, I got up to day 20 also. It's kind of a pattern if you think about it, which is kind of weird, but I didn't do as intricate illustrations for Huevember, which I'm glad about. I experienced less burnout, but after day 20, I had no motivation, I had no ideas, it was definitely a case of artist block. And I'm still proud of my progress, but boy oh boy, was it stressful. Which is why I'm kind of making this video with this kind of shitty video as a background. I was trying to redraw a character I made from the Sonic series when I was 10, and I just remembered, holy shit, I made her. So here she is. But I'm planning on redrawing her as a reimagine. I was trying to draw her as close to the original art as, it was, but with Inktober and Huevember and any other kind of art challenge like Mermaid and stuff like that, it's okay if you don't finish, because you gotta think, did I challenge myself? And 9 times out of 10, 90% of the time, you did. And that's wonderful. And my art has improved so much over the 2 months that I almost drew every day. I actually draw more often now. I'm almost drawing every day. And my art is a lot more clean, a lot more consistent. I think I almost found an art style that I can stick to. But with all being said, I understand why people get disappointed, because millions of people take part, or hundreds and thousands of people take part into Inktober, less so with Huevember, but the same thing applies. But it's a challenge. I'm repeating myself, but there's really nothing else to it. And you can only hope you'll do better next year, right? We have an average span of 80 years of life, and you can't do everything God, English is great right now, but you can't do everything perfectly the first time round. Hell, even the second time round. It takes practice, it takes dedication, and you can't be judged for that. But I know that it is December, and this is a month, 2 months late, but I've had time to reflect on what I've been doing and what's happened and stuff like that. And I just wanted to share my experience, even if it's kind of vague or whatever, because I don't really know what I'm doing. But with the whole ordeal, I also kind of didn't go by the whole Inktober standard, which is something you don't have to do also. You don't have to do it traditionally. You don't have to just use ink. It's just that was the major prompt of it, because last year I did inking and stuff. But this year I wanted to practice more with my digital art, because I've only been doing digital art for 6 months. So I don't think there's anything else I can really elaborate on without repeating myself and sounding like a broken record. But I'll place some of like my Inktober and Huevember drawings just to show kind of like progress and improvement. And yeah, it's okay if you didn't finish it. It's okay if you didn't get all the way through. It's not something to beat yourself up over, even though an artist is its own worst critic. So I hope you all have a happy holidays, and Merry Christmas, and a Happy New Year. See ya. When you don't have music, make your own.